Alrighty, folks, welcome here to the Farmer State Bank pregame show. It is the St. Augustine Wolves hosting the Colmesneil Bulldogs here. And I tell you what, the Lady Wolves of St. Augustine took care of business of the gals game there. And the guys going to be facing a shortened squad for the Colmesneil Bulldogs here. And so they got a couple guys that are out sick here tonight. So to see if the Wolves can just keep running here. They had themselves a big win over the Corrigan-Camden Camden last week for the district there to take the lead there in the district there. So good job here by the Wolves there, rocking and rolling here. This is a team that's kind of coming up underneath the radar here for everybody, and y'all better take notice as this team is moving right through the district, and they're going to look to get another big win here tonight over the Colmesneil Bulldogs as we get ready for this basketball game here tonight. It is a Farmer State Bank pregame show. We got a minute till tip-off. Stay with us here on NetSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank.
Alrighty, folks, it looks like we're going to go ahead and get going here this evening as the guys ready to kick it off here as the Colmesneil Bulldogs are in town. And it is the St. Augustine Wolves ready to host this big key district matchup here tonight. So here's Tyler Reynolds, number 1 for the Bulldogs. He will start off first here. Coach Rowland and the St. Augustine Wolves. Doherty, number 3. And appreciate Coach Rowland coming down and being part of the coaches show last Monday night, and we'll have them. Here's number 11, Fasky. We'll have Coach Cartwright as well as Coach Rowland back down to the show coming up here in a couple weeks. Here's number 12. Here's Taylor. And number 50 is going to be George. And the Colmesneil team is running about 5 or 6 guys on their bench there. That's about all they got. And it's like they got some guys out sick here tonight. So kind of a shortened staff here for the Colmesneil Bulldogs. And that's enough. Doesn't fare well for them, unfortunately, against a very healthy St. Augustine Wolves basketball team that likes to run up and down this floor. And here's number 1, Michael Renfro. And number 4, Rowland. Renfro, Rowland. Here's Clifton on the floor. And number 13, Malone. And I had Malone and Barnes mixed up the other day, and Malone let me have it. Barnes let me have it. Oh, he let me have it. So we made sure everything was right tonight. That's Renfro on the floor, too. We got the Renfro boys. And we got Rowland, Malone, and Clifton. And this is some high-flying action you're going to see here tonight by St. Augustine. So get ready, folks. I'm going to try to keep up with it here on this camera. And it's going to be a lot of fun here for this basketball game. Now, your Friday night game of the week here in St. Augustine on NetSN. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Larry Pierce. And here we go, ready to play some basketball. Stepping into the circle is number 12 for Colmesneil. He'll be in there against number 1, Renfro. And look for the Wolves to get out quick and fast. That's the way they like to play the game. So Colmesneil ready to go. Here's the opening tip. And that'll be controlled here by the Wolves. And the Wolves will have it here, coming here to the end close to us. So they'll move it around. With it all the way there, I'll send it back over here now to Renfro. Down here to Malone. Malone thought about the 3, kicking it down here in the corner. 3 ball on the way, and it is off the mark. And it is rebounded there by the Wolves, and it won't go. Nice rebound there by Renfro. He'll get the bucket, and that's 2-0 quick here by the Wolves. And the Wolves going to come in front and steal that pass. Nice job there on the steal. Renfro going to get it up here to Barnes. Barnes at the free throw line, kicking it back out. Going to throw it off here to Renfro. Renfro puts up the shot. Wild, but he gets fouled there. Looked like by number 12, Taylor. That'll be number 1 on the Bulldogs here. Out of bounds play. Barnes ready to bring it in. Malone ready to bring it in for the Wolves. Malone, long inbound, gets it here into the lane. Won't go with a nice rebound now there by Renfro, but he's going to be fouled. Well, Taylor looks like they're going to call him here. That's going to be number 2 on Taylor. Can't miss too many of those guys out there. Those guys get into foul trouble. They don't have very far to go down their bench there for the Bulldogs, unfortunately. They got some guys out sick. So stepping up to the line here is Renfro. He's got the first 2 points. Now that one goes down. First 3 here for the Bulls. So second one now on the way here, Renfro. Back of the iron, no good. Nice job here by Clifton. Runs down the long rebound. And staying 3-0. Here's the 3 on the way. It is off the mark. 3-ball, nice rebound there by Clifton and the putback. So 3-ball missed there by the Wolves, and the Wolves now lead by 5, playing some full court pressure here as Bulldogs trying to get it across. And there's the steal by the Bulls. Dropping it up ahead here. Clifton can't get it. It rolls off. Taylor comes out there with the rebound for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs pushing it up to the right side. Now Taylor going to pull it back. Set it up here for Bulldogs. Nice bounce pass down inside to Doherty. Doherty has his shot blocked there by Rowland, but he gets the rebound. Puts it right back out here. Fasky puts up the shot back in iron. Well, good. Here come the Wolves trying to push it up quick. Here comes Barnes. And Barnes in the lane. Can't get it to go. That was Malone in the lane. Can't get it to go. Now back out here to Rowland. He gets the rebound, and he puts it right back up. So up ahead quick here is the Bulldogs try to get it up there, and he can't get it to go. 6:16 to go. 7-0 Wolves. And it's going to bring number 5, that is Mitchell. He's going to come into the game here for Colmesneil. And then the Bulldogs checking in here for number 50, George. And it will be Bulldog basketball as Taylor looking to bring it in here, and he'll get it in, finding a Mitchell. Mitchell will launch for 3, and it's good. Mitchell knocking down a 3 and getting the Bulldogs onto the board here with the 3-ball. So here come the Wolves back up the floor. Send it over to the far side. Now down in the corner, bounce pass up under here to Renfro. Renfro back out. Malone here back over here to Clifton. Clifton trying the 3, and it's off the side of the iron. Rebound comes up by Mitchell. 0 for 3 at the 3-point line here for the Wolves. Taylor pushing it up now for the Bulldogs. He'll set it over here to the left side. Back to Taylor out on top. Now dropping it out here, Fasky. Back down in the corner. 7-3 ball game. Back to Taylor. Taylor going to find Mitchell cutting through. Gets stopped there at the free throw line and loses the handle on the basketball. Picked up there by Fasky. Now gets it back down in the corner. And good job here by the Bulldogs moving the ball around, trying to find an open man here, but the Wolves on some seriously tight man-to-man defense. And Taylor had to bring it back out, set it back up. And going to get a 5-second call here. Oh, we're going to get a timeout. I didn't think it was enough for a 5 seconds, so Colmesneil going to call a timeout. 7-3 here with 5:16 to go here in this first quarter. You're watching your game of the week. It is St. Augustine and Colmesneil here on NetSN.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Already back here, Colmesneil basketball. They'll have it here about the half-court line, ready to bring it in. Taylor, he'll get it in here to Mitchell for the Bulldogs. They'll work over to the right side. Now, Fasky, that one gets tipped away. Ball is stolen away here by the Wolves. Here come the Wolves trying to push it quick. Up the floor, getting down here and rolling down in the lane, and he gets it off the glass. Nice job there by Roland. He's got 4 points in the ball game. Taylor, drop off here to Fasky. Back to Taylor, trying to get it across the timeline. Now him and Fasky there. Now they work it across. Fasky to the right side of the lane. Dumping it off. Nice job there, dumping it off. Shot won't go. Wolves track down the long rebound. Here comes Malone. Malone, boom, with the dunk ski. A big dunk by Malone. And the Wolves back on defense. Fasky pushing it up. That's another steal. Here come the Wolves right back up. Another beautiful dish from Malone to Clifton. And the Wolves are rolling right along here in this first quarter. 13-3. Taylor gets double teamed here. Now they throw it up ahead. Nice ball movement there by Doherty. Doherty takes it down in there. The ball's going to get away, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. A lot of fast action there for the Wolves as they're making some steals, getting up the floor quick. Malone and Clifton and a little two-man basketball down here, making it exciting. Long inbound, here comes to Reynolds. Reynolds, bounce pass. Taylor, three ball onto the way, is off the mark. 1 for 2 at that three-point line here for the Bulldogs. Rebound comes out. And looks like it's going to stay with the Bulldogs here as it goes off one of the Wolves. Checking in the ball game is going to be Teagle and Hoskins, as Clifton and Renfro check out of the ball game here for the Wolves. Bulldog basketball. High pass here, gets away. Checking in now is Teagle. He's got it, the senior, taking it right to the rack. Teagle taking it in, gets the score, checking in the ball game, and he gets the bucket on the steal. Senior headed for some track and field in his college career. A great young man he's been for this basketball team. Coach Rowland had a lot of good talk about him, and so does Coach Barnes. So we sit back out here is Taylor. Taylor at the half-court line. Now bringing it over to the right side, now back out. Going to find Doherty. Doherty to Taylor. Taylor up underneath here. Nice drive here by Faskey. Faskey tries to take it down inside and then throws it back out. Give it back to Faskey. Puts up the bucket. Faskey gets the bucket. Nice job there by the Bulldogs there, moving the ball well underneath. As long as they can keep finding it, they'll eventually find an open man there and get themselves a good shot. So good job there by Colmesneil. Here come the Wolves back up the floor. Underneath Hoskins in the paint. Beautiful dish to Renfro from Hoskins. And the Wolves, just moving the ball well underneath. Back out Taylor. Sending it up ahead here. The Wolves got to make another steal. Here come the Wolves back up the floor. Kicking it down in the middle. There's a steal by Taylor. Taylor and the Bulldogs back up the other way. Taylor taking it to the right side. Now he's going to have that shot blocked. Back up the floor now come the Wolves. And Rowland with the dunk. Boom, boom, boom. And Rowland gets it. He comes back and another dunk. That's 2 tonight here for the Wolves in this first quarter now, 19-5. And it is Bulldog basketball. We're getting down to 2.5 to go here in this first quarter. And the Bulldogs now having a little trouble getting it across the line. Now they do. Get it down to Doherty. He's got it. Trying to take it to the right side of the lane. Back out. Faskey. Faskey launching the three. And he'll knock down the three. That's Faskey. And they're 2 for 3 at that three-point line. And those are good-looking shots there for the Bulldogs as they now 19-8. Ball gets knocked away, but here's Rowland in the corner. He's dangerous from three. That's off the side of the iron. It will not go. 0 for 4 at the three-point line for the Wolves here in this first quarter. And the Bulldogs get it back with a chance to get a little bit closer as Faskey takes it to the left side. Faskey leaves the handle on the basketball. Out of bounds to, they're going to call that a foul on the Wolves. So it'll be out of bounds for the Bulldogs down in the corner. So the Bulldogs looking to get it in here, and they do. They get it into Mitchell. Mitchell. That far side has it knocked away. They're playing good defense. They get it to Taylor. Taylor. Thought about stopping and popping out. Drops it off. Back to Taylor there on the right wing. Taylor decides to take the three. Side of the iron, no good. Rebound comes out by Rowland. And back up the floor now as that ball gets away from Rowland. And it may be, it will stay with the Wolves, bringing it back on about 3/4 to 4. So the Wolves leading it by 11 here in this 1.5 to go into this first quarter. Ladies win it big here tonight, rolling on the inbound. And he'll get it in here to Malone. Malone will push it up here. Now get it under Hoskins into the lane. Nice job, Hoskins throws it back out to Renfro. Renfro back all the way over to Malone. Malone to Teagle. Teagle, Hoskins. Nice ball move here by the Wolves. Oh, almost a good steal there by Reynolds, but a nice job there by Renfro working hard underneath, and he gets the bucket. Reynolds almost got the steal there for Colmesneil, and now Taylor will get it. And he'll throw it up ahead here quick. Trying to find Mitchell, and Mitchell going to get called for a walk, double dribble there on the far end with 1:02 to go. So it's a turnover. That's definitely not what the Bulldogs needed right there. They've done a good job here the last couple times up the floor, getting themselves a good bucket, or at least some good looks. And they definitely didn't need a turnover there as Hoskins has it right here in the corner in front of us. Back out to Teagle. Teagle over to Malone. Malone, left wing, back to Teagle here on the right. Hoskins. And good job here by the Bulldogs. They're getting right to the ball. Oh, nice dish, nice touch pass. Hoskins for three. Off the mark. Rolling right there for the rebound and the putback. 0 for 5 at the three-point line, but Rowland 10 points in this ball game here in this first quarter. And here are the Bulldogs now facing the Wolves on the defense. 25 seconds to go. Ball gets away. Here comes Malone once again. Oh, and misses the dunk, but a nice rebound there by Teagle, and he misses the easy layup, and Malone gets the rebound. Back to Teagle. Teagle won't miss this time, I guarantee you. So a nice job there by the Wolves, staying with it. And here's Taylor for the Bulldogs. Trying to bounce pass over to the far side, and Doherty hasn't lost away from there. And here comes Rowland, and they'll put up the bucket at the end of the quarter, and the Bulldogs will now be trailing it by a score of 27-8 at the end of the first quarter here, as the Wolves have kind of opened it up here the last minute or two. Nice job there by the Wolves. They lead at 27-8. It is your game of the night on NetSN here on Friday night. Where are we? We're in St. Augustine. Can you tell them delaying here, trying to find a fix? Okay, now I know where I'm at, folks. It happens sometimes. Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the second quarter. It is a 27-8 lead for the St. Augustine Wolves over the Colmesneil Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs have done a really good job here on their offensive sets, but they've had a couple turnovers when they definitely didn't need them, and it has turned into points for the other side for the Wolves. So Colmesneil is going to have to do a little bit better here in the second quarter, as they made some good shots, but see if they can hang on to the basketball now and get those turnovers here. They're trying to work their way underneath, as Mitchell has it lost, and it comes back out here to Doherty. Doherty, Mitchell, down in the corner now. That is Taylor with the shot. It is off the mark. And back up the floor now. Here come the Wolves, as Teagle will take it off of the run. They're going to be a blocking foul there on Mitchell. And just an extra little bit of a step there by Mitchell, and he's going to get to the charging call. And that's going to put Teagle at the line as the shot doesn't go down. But Teagle will go to the line for the Wolves, as Teagle now steps up here. Colmesneil fans and coach not liking the call there. Thought for sure Mitchell was set, as that one is off the mark. See Teagle at the line. George steps back into the ball game. He'll come in here for Doherty. So 7.5 to go here in this first half. The Wolves leading by 19 and trying to make it 20 here is Teagle. Steps on in and out by Teagle. George gets the rebound. And the Wolves back on defense, as Taylor will bring it across the line here. And back underneath, George puts up the shot. Will not go. Rebound comes out here by the Wolves, and the Wolves going to push the floor quick. Back over to the far side, taking it down in there, as Barnes is in the game, number 5. And Barnes going to take the charge. I should say Mitchell's going to take the charge from Barnes there. So ref calls the charge, offensive turnover. So the Wolves turn it over here, and the Bulldogs get another chance. That's what the Bulldogs needed. They needed a turnover here. Now they got to turn it into points. They just haven't been able to do that a couple times down the floor here because of the defense of the Wolves. Here's a 3-ball on the way. That's off the mark, and it is now 1 for 6 here at that 3-point line, as Haskins pushed it up the floor quick. He's going to be fouled as he tries to come to the right side of the paint. And out of bounds play to the Wolves as Teagle. We're ready to bring it in here for St. Augustine. 6:50 left to go in this first half. Senior looking to get it in. On the long inbound there, finds it to Renfro. Renfro back to the far side. Renfro gets it back. Renfro, Teagle back down in the corner. Teagle all the way back across it. That's an errant pass. Looks like it went off the fingers there. Reynolds might have just got a little bit of a finger on it. There may be a fingernail, and it'll stay with the Wolves, as Teagle will be ready to bring it in. Mosby, Hoskins, Renfro, and Barnes on the floor here for the Wolves. So Renfro has it now. Send it back over here to Teagle. Now to Haskins. I don't know why I say let's put the A right there. Haskins going to drop it back off. And now Renfro have it back again over to the far side, back to Teagle. Up underneath. Nice job there getting it into there. Mosby, as Mosby takes it right to George, and Mosby's going to be fouled. And that should put Mosby at the line for the Wolves. The Wolves are 1 of 4 at the line so far tonight. Here's Mosby stepping up there with 6:18 to play until halftime. Mosby, we can't hit the first one. Lady Wolves didn't fare very well from the free throw line on either side tonight as well. So far tonight, the Wolves haven't either. So we'll see what happens here on this one. Mosby can't get that one to go. George with the rebound there for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs, that's what they need. Like I said, they can get any empty point trip by the Wolves here and get back down there and get some points. That's what they need. And see if they can get a good offensive set here. As right now we're getting a good view of the Colmesneil coach. But up ahead here quick as the Wolves get it up to Haskins. And Haskins gets his first points of the night as he gets up ahead and gets the easy lucky. Gets the easy layup. Taylor. Now for the Bulldogs. Kicking it back out here, and there's a steal. And a nice job on the steal there by Teagle. Teagle with the steal and the putback. He's got 6 points on the night for the Wolves. And the Wolves now starting to find a little bit of separation here as they're working this full court pressure and able to make some steals. Now get it back out here to Taylor. Taylor. Bounce pass. Back inside here to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to drive along the baseline. Throws it back out here to George. I'm sorry, that was Reynolds trying to drive that baseline. Throw that bounce pass out to George. Just a little too out front of him. And it's out of bounds back to the Wolves here by 25. 23, sorry. My addition is way off. Rolling into the ball game here for Clifton. So it will be. Roland's back into the game. Clifton went down to the far end to bring it in. So Roland back into the ball game here. Clifton will have it here. Now I get to find Roland right here in the corner. Bounce pass. And Barnes not quite ready for that pass right there, so it's off of him, out of bounds. So back to the Bulldogs. Another opportunity here for the Bulldogs. They've had a couple of these here, but they just have not been able to take advantage of it. So Taylor back up across the timeline now for the Bulldogs. Fasky down in the corner. Giving it up to George. Thought about the three in the corner. George, bounce pass. Kicking it back out here. Nice drive here by Mitchell. Mitchell. Now Fasky. And they get it back to Mitchell over on that far side. Fasky trying to work along the right side lane, and a good job there on the defense. The ball gets away here from Colmesneil, and Roland can't complete the dunk. And there you go, ref. Got it. Can't complete the dunk, and it's out of bounds. 4:37 to go, so that's a couple of dunks here by the Wolves that have gone just a little errant. So we'll see if they can, those dunks coming up in here tonight. Here's George in the lane. He's going to be fouled. Oh, and it won't go. It bounces around, and George had a good shot at it. It just bounces out. And it looks like George will go to the line for the Bulldogs. That's a good shot out there. He got a good roll, and it just hit the back of the iron, just bounced off for him. So George goes to the line here, see if he can get the first points of the second quarter here for the Bulldogs. George, off the front of the iron. So big lead here right now so far for the St. Augustine Wolves over Colmesneil. The ladies won big here. And the guys trying to do the same thing, keep rolling along this district. George misses them both there, and it's a rebound by Roland for the Wolves. Pushing the ball up the floor here. And find Renfro. Renfro going to lose a handle on it, but he'll kick it right back up. Renfro, Clifton in front of us. Back to Renfro. They send it back over to the far side. Roland. And up underneath here to Mosby. Mosby will drop it off there to Renfro. Renfro can't get it. Mosby tries for the rebound. Goes off his hands. Oh! I think that's Colmesneil basketball. I think think that's Colmesneil basketball. I think the ref got that one wrong. All right, on the inbound comes the Wolves. They get it. Here's Renfro for three, top of the key. That's off the mark. And a nice job swatting it away and coming back out there with it. On that far side there is Teagle as the Wolves. I'm sorry, that was Barnes, number 5. Here's a long pass, and Roland going up to get that high pass right there from Clifton. Clifton gets it back. And it's swinging back to Renfro here and back over to Roland. Roland will try the three with 2 men in front of him. Nobody there, but a nice job on the rebound for Mosby and the putback. So the Wolves, a lot of extra passes there to get it up ahead quick. Does that's a block. Get that out of my house. But a nice job there on the rebound. Coming out there with it is Fasky, but he can't complete the shot. And back on the floor now come the Wolves as the Wolves are swatting them away. Bringing them up the floor here now as they get it down into the corner. Mosby trying to drive, and he's going to be fouled on the way in. And Mosby will hit the line with 3:15 left to play here in the first half. And the Wolves leading big 33-8. And like I said, the Bulldogs have had a couple opportunities here whenever the Wolves went empty on this end, but the Bulldogs just weren't able to finish a shot on the far side. They've had some good shots at it and haven't fallen. Like George had another shot a while ago. Just didn't go down for him. As first one goes for Mosby, his first at the line tonight. Malone checks into the ball game here for Renfro. Malone back into the game. 3:15 to go. Second one on the way for Mosby is up and good. So both of them good there for Mosby as Taylor pushes up the floor here for the Bulldogs. He'll bounce pass down the side trying to find Mitchell. Mitchell needs some help. That one gets knocked away. Rowland going to come out of the way. He's got all Rowland. And he'll take a nice and easy layup. Will Rowland, good job. And the Wolves. And now up to a 29-point lead here over the Bulldogs of Colmesneil. Colmesneil bouncing down inside Mitchell. Back to Mitchell. He get under to Foskey. Foskey can't get it to go. Ball knocked away. Rowland comes out with a long rebound. Up ahead here quick for the Wolves as Malone tries to throw it across. And it'll go out of bounds. Then it will stay with, it'll go back to the Bulldogs here. So Mitchell will be ready to bring it in here for Taylor on the inbound with 2:40 to go. And the Bulldogs looking to get a good offensive set here and get a couple points and see if they can get into double digits. Taylor bringing it up. Defense just been really hard for them to get past here for the Bulldogs. And that's what's kind of held them down here a little bit. They've been playing a good job. They're just, another good shot went off and it just doesn't go. Coming down here with it is Rowland. Rowland will take it right to the rack and can't get it to go. And it rolls off the front there by Malone. And it's still knocked away by Clifton, but Malone picks up the long rebound. 3 ball on the way from Rowland. Will not go. And the ball bounces into the hands there of Taylor. The Wolves are 0 for 8 at the 3-point line. Haven't really needed them tonight, though, as they get it up ahead here to Foskey. Foskey pulls up his dribble. Now we got a 3 ball on the way, and it will not go. Rebound comes out, and here come the Wolves right back up the floor trying to throw it up quick. Clifton gets underneath the defense and can't complete the shot there, but the short rebound, and finally does glow there by Renfro. So now back up the floor now come the Bulldogs. Looking for a bucket. Taylor. 3 ball. Way too high and off the mark there and hit the top of the rack. So that's a turnover. And the Wolves will get it back here with 1:35 to go till halftime. Now up by 31. Checking into the game, Haskins. He'll come to Mosby. So back up the floor now come the Wolves as they bring it up. Send down here for Haskins. You're good, bub. You're good. Haskins right into us. I'll be back. He'll get it back. Now knock it down. There's the 3 ball. Oh, it won't go. Haskins can't get it. Taylor coming up with the rebound. And back on the floor now comes Taylor. Taylor with a long bounce pass up ahead, and he finds Reynolds there in some traffic. Big Taylor gets it back, throws it back out. Foskey looking to get it over. Here's George for 3, and he'll knock down the 3. And George, the big man, hits the 3 there. 3 of 9 at that 3-point line tonight are the Bulldogs as the Wolves kick it back off down here. Here's to Clifton. Clifton bounce pass into Renfro. Renfro going to find Malone, cut to the basket, and Malone will get the bucket. So back at the floor now come the Bulldogs. Up by 30, or the Wolves will get down to 36 to go here till halftime. Mitchell, he's going to be fouled on the shot. And I thought for sure Mitchell was going to get that one to fall, but Mitchell will go to the line. He's got 3 points tonight, his first time to the line. 29 seconds to go, and Colmesneil here trying to get into this lead for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs, I tell you, they don't have a whole lot on their bench there, unfortunately, and they're playing hard here, and they're fighting hard here in this first half. Just that double-sized bench on the other side there for the Wolves. Might wear them down a little bit here as we get into that second half. But Bulldogs are playing hard every possession. They've had some really good looks at it, but the defense for the Wolves has been really good. They just haven't been able to finish some of their plays and some of their shots. So here's the second one by Mitchell. Oh, and it rolls. So we're going to get a lane violation there, so it will be a turnover to the Wolves as Haskins ready to bring it in here with 30 seconds left to go here till halftime. On the inbound, the Wolves will get it. Ready to bring it up the floor here. Nice drive there by Haskins, dropping it off to Renfro. Renfro in the lane and makes some room, and he gets the bucket. Good ball movement here by the Wolves as Taylor will push it back up across the timeline now for the Bulldogs. Taylor. Some tight defense on him there. Mike Clifton, nice pass down inside there to Mitchell. Mitchell finding George. George gets quickly double teamed. George with the shot, can't get it to go. And at the end of the half, it is going to be a 43-11 lead for your San Augustine Wolves over the Colmesneil Bulldogs here tonight. So a nice job here on this first half by the Wolves. Go ahead, man. Good job, guys. Good job, Coach. Good first half. There you go. My Wolves coming through. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, guys. Come on, keep it up. Keep it up, fellas. You guys coming through. Coming through. There we go. The Wolves coming through here. They get them to the locker room with a big lead here tonight. Doing really, really well here in this district so far. I'm going to keep it up for the Wolves Coach Rowland squad. So we're at halftime. It is your Aurora Concepts halftime show. We'll be back with some halftime stats for you as the Wolves lead it big here tonight on your Friday night game of the week on NetSN.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Many of you may know Brad Ernst from his coverage of Texas high school basketball for Hoop Insider. But did you know he also saves coaches and fans thousands of dollars on their insurance? Brad has access to multiple carriers and can shop around to find you the lowest rates on your home, auto, RV, boat, and ATV insurance. Contact Brad today and talk some hoops and see how he can save you on insurance. Email him today at hoopinsider@gmail.com or call him today at 409-988-4336.
All righty, we're back here as we're rolling right along here at halftime. It is Aurora Concepts halftime show. Got some of the young men from Colmesneil out here doing some practice. And I'll tell you sort of halftime stats, so let's get to that for the Colmesneil Bulldogs. They are 3 of 9 at the three-point line. They're 0 for 4 at the charity stripe tonight. 5 points for Foskey, 3 for George, and 3 for Mitchell has been the scoring here. And the Bulls, I'll tell you what, if they've hit some of those threes where they're 0 for 9 at the three-point line, if they'd hit some of those threes, it could be an even bigger margin. 3 of 8 at the charity stripe, but all kinds of Wolves onto the scoring here tonight. Leading all scorers is Roland. He's got 12. Renfro with 11. You got 4 for Clifton, 6 for Teagle, 2 for Malone, and 4 for Mosby, and 2 for Haskins onto the scoring tonight as the Wolves have just come out here and done a really good job here. Now, Colmesneil, they've had a couple opportunities. There were some dry runs there by the Wolves, and then the Colmesneil Bulldogs get back down on the other end of the floor and they had some good looks at it, some good defense, and some shots that just didn't fall for the Bulldogs, unfortunately. Kind of rolled off there. So they're going to see if they can get that to work on the other end here as we get into the second half of this ball game here tonight. But right now, the San Augustine Wolves lead it big over Colmesneil and the Bulldogs, 43-11 on your game of the week here on NetSN. And earlier, in case you're just joining us here earlier, the girls for San Augustine got themselves a big district win over the Lady Bulldogs of Colmesneil as well. So both teams looking to finish the week with 2 wins each here tonight. I want to remind everyone, too, on Monday night, join me as we have the Piney Woods Area Coaches Show, and it's at the Pizzeria. It starts at 6:30 right here on NetSN. We're at the Pizzeria in Downtown Center, just off the Downtown Square. Coming up this week, we're going to have the good coaches from West Sabine. We have Coach Bragg, Mrs. Coach Bragg, and we're also going to have Coach Williams of West Sabine. And Coach Williams won't be able to be with us live because he's got a lot of things to do. So I'm going to go get a recorded interview, and he'll start things off at 6:30. And then right around 7 o'clock, a little after 7 o'clock, we will have the good coaches, Coach Grave and Coach Turner of the Torino Owls and Lady Owls will join us on the show on Monday as well. That's at the area Coaches Show, the Piney Woods Area Coaches Show. Join us right here on NetSN. Starts at 6:30. Keep you updated on all the area teams and all the area coaches on the Piney Woods Area Coaches Show. That's at 6:30 on NetSN here on your Monday night. So join us for that. All right, so we are at halftime. It is Aurora Concepts halftime show. 43-11 as the Wolves come back out here ready to go for the second half. And Coach Rowland's squad ready to get themselves another district win here tonight. Your Aurora Concepts halftime show rolls on, the second half on the way on NetSN.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora.
Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations, one on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All righty, folks, we're back here ready to go for the second half. The Wolves have a 43-11 lead over Colmesneil here this evening as we're rolling right along on your Friday night game of the week. We'll switch ins, and it looks like we're going to have Rowland and Renfro, as well as Malone, Renfro, and Clifton on the floor to start. And it's going to be Reynolds, George, Doherty, Taylor, and Fasky to start off here for the Bulldogs of Colmesneil. Here we go for the third quarter. Up on the way. Nice job here trying to get the pass coming in. And will not work. As out of bounds play now. I've got to touch the basketball so much tonight. I'm so happy. Usually don't get that opportunity. So an out of bounds play here comes for Taylor as the Bulldogs will have the inbound play. And on the inbound, they'll get it in here to Reynolds. Reynolds get back to Taylor. Taylor dropping it off out here to Fasky. Fasky taking it out to the middle of the floor here for the Bulldogs. Trying to find some kind of way to get something going here. Nice job picking up the loose ball, Reynolds. Reynolds bounce pass into Fasky. Fasky gets double teamed by 2 guys about a foot taller than him. And we're going to get a foul on Renfro for the Wolves. So Colmesneil will keep it. 43-11 here in this third quarter. Inbound play now for Taylor. Taylor on the inbounds finds George. George down in the corner trying to maybe find that 3-ball shot. Big man can shoot the 3. I've seen him shoot it. He's got Renfro on him right there. Now he'll drop it back off to Fasky. Fasky will get a loss. And up ahead here comes the Wolves. That is Clifton with the steal. He'll make the bucket onto the far end. Sorry, a little slow on the camera there, folks, but we got her. Taylor coming up. And he'll push it back up the floor here for the Bulldogs. Ball's loose, and Roland can't catch up to that one. Saw the birthday girl, Miss Polk, walking right by. So an out-of-bounds play here for the Bulldogs. They will have it. And they'll get it on the inbound here for Taylor. Taylor. It's double team. Now dropping it off here. Trying to find some help. Now it does. Fasky. Fasky. Loses the handle out from behind. Up ahead here now, Malone. Malone Taking it right in, and the easy scoop and score for Malone. No need for the windmill pounder out dunks here as the Wolves bring it back up the floor here for the Bulldogs. As Doherty goes from the right to the left side, ends up with his own basketball. Now gives it back to George. George trying to push his way in. Kicking it back out here to Taylor. Taylor's going to have Clifton on him. Quick, super Clifton. Ball underneath. Oh, there's a steal in the middle there by Renfro. Renfro to the rack, and he'll take it in and can't complete the dunk. And he'll hit the deck hard, but he'll be fouled on the way in as chasing behind him there. Like it was Taylor getting in behind, committing that foul. Good foul there by Taylor, actually. Getting back there, but that's going to put Renfro at the line. He's 1 for 2. So Renfro steps up to the line here now. So Renfro said 1 for 2. Renfro got 5 points on the ball, 11, now maybe 12 points on the ball game, sorry. Second one on the way for Mr. Renfro, and knocking them both down at the line for the Wolves. So the Wolves get to the half-century mark here as it's Colmesneil basketball. And the Bulldogs try to find somebody up underneath. Get it to Taylor here. Taylor, good job here by the Wolves defense. They immediately double team. Nice little jump shot there in the middle of the lane. Just doesn't go down for Fasky, and the rebound comes out here by the Wolves. Taking it up there quick. Roland will get it down in, and he'll get the easy bucket. And the Wolves get down the floor quick here. Back up the floor now come the Bulldogs. 51-11. I've got 52, so we'll stick with what Coach Barnes has on the scoreboard up there. So that's what it will be. Doherty with it here. Doherty working there on top against Renfro. Doherty with a nice little move. Oh, it's blocked. Get that out of my house, Roland says. And coming down there with it is Renfro after the block, but he's going to be fouled, looks like, by George. And that's an out-of-bounds play here for the Wolves as Renfro gets ready to bring it in. He'll find Malone, and Malone will get it back to Renfro, and here come the Wolves back up the floor, leading by 40. They'll get it down here in the corner. 3-ball on the way from Roland. Will not go 0 for 10 at the three-point line here for the Wolves tonight. And back up the floor now come the Bulldogs looking to get themselves a bucket here. Have not had a score here in this third quarter. So they didn't have some good shots at it, some good chances at it, but just got the offensive click there. That one gets away, and it's just some errant passes just like that. They're up ahead. And a nice job here by the Wolves. They tried to set up something there. Doesn't go down. And a long rebound comes out here. Nice job there by the Bulldogs. It's an empty trip there for the Wolves. And this is where the Bulldogs got to try to get it back here, as it's another turnover here by the Bulldogs. That one gets away, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Bulldogs with 3 minutes to go here into the third quarter. Ready to check back into the game, and George going to get himself some timeout as Mitchell checks back into the game here for the Bulldogs. Been no fight, been no quit in this Bulldog team here tonight. They've been fighting on every possession, trying to find their way in. They've been doing screens. They've been running their offense very well. They're a very well-coached team. They just got short-staffed out there tonight. Don't have a whole lot of guys that can go to the bench to. And there's a nice job by Mitchell. Mitchell trying to get himself in there. He's going to be fouled. That'll be against Clifton. And Clifton not liking the call there, but it's an out-of-bounds play now coming here for the Bulldogs. Coach definitely has to be happy about how his team, I mean, he's never going to be happy about what, the end of the result here, but he's got to be happy with how his team has played here against the Wolves here tonight. So getting down to 2 minutes to go. Mitchell with it. And there's a steal there by Clifton. Clifton going to make the steal. Run up there, and the shot's not going to count. We're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot. So the shot does not count. So on the floor for the foul. And not enough fouls here to put him on the line for the third quarter. So Wolves will get the inbound here. Now they'll get it in long, and they'll find Renfro. Renfro at the free throw line, kicking it back over here in the corner. Rolling for a three. Cannot get it to go. Rebound comes out by the Bulldogs, and they'll be back up the floor as the Wolves 0 for 11 at that three-point line here tonight. That's usually not something you'll see. Here's a three on the way, and that's a nice job there by Fasky. He's got his second three of the night. Yeah, usually you don't see that by the Wolves here. They are usually pretty good from that outside shot. They can usually get themselves a few threes here in the night, and especially Roland. He's usually a good guy that can hit it from outside. Here we go, swinging it over here to the other side now as the Wolves try to work it out. Roland kicking it back out. Renfro trying the three at the top of the key, and he'll knock it down first three of the night. As I said, they'll find it sooner or later. Well, the Wolves, and they found it right there. Big three there by St. Augustine, and back up the floor now come the Bulldogs. Taylor. Taylor likes to try to get the drive into the middle of that lane there, but I'll tell you, the Wolves done a great job of double-teaming him and not allowing him to really penetrate. The ball gets away there, picked up by Faskey. Faskey trying to drive down, blocked by Roland, and coming out there by is Renfro, and Renfro pushing it up quick over on the far end. Back out, three ball on the way from Malone. It will not go. Finally into the hands here of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs push up Faskey coming up the floor, and he's going to lose a handle on it and going to get out of bounds. And that could get us here right to the end of the third quarter here on this inbound as the Wolves get ready to bring it in. It's Malone who will bring it in here for the Wolves on the top of the bench. They'll get it in here to Renfro. Renfro down the corner, rolling for a three, off the mark. And the shot will count there at the end of the quarter. He said the shot counted, so it does at the end of the quarter. And I couldn't tell who that was onto that shot, but here we are at the end of three. It is a 56-14 ball game for your St. Augustine Wolves. Fourth quarter onto the way. We'll be right back for that coming up here on Net SN.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
All righty, folks, back here for the fourth quarter as Colmesneil Bulldogs in town here for the St. Augustine Wolves, looking to give themselves another big district win here this evening. Right now, Wolves are very much on their way here as we go to the fourth quarter, and it will be Wolves basketball. Haskins into the ball game, as well as Teagle. And he's got a whole different lineup here. No, not a whole different one. Renfro in the game for him. Haskins trying to take it on the right side. Haskins trying to drive the lane, can't get it. He'll be fouled on the drive. Or he'll lose the handle on the basketball. Okay, so it goes out of bounds, and it will go to Colmesneil for the Bulldogs. So here come the Bulldogs now with a offense. Here's a three ball on the way. There's another one for Faskey. He's hit one in the first three quarters here. And nice three ball right there as they are 5 of 11 at that three-point line are the Bulldogs here tonight. Send it down and underneath the Wolves trying to work along the baseline, kick it back out. Now trying to drive down inside. Renfro takes it in, and he'll get his first points of the ball game here in the fourth quarter. Back up the floor now come the Wolves. The minute gone here in this fourth quarter, 7 minutes to play. And nice little floater there by Colmesneil. Will not go. Haskins ends up with a long rebound up ahead. Haskins take it in, and he'll score. He's got 4 points tonight. And the Bulls back on the defensive side here. Here come the Bulldogs. There's a steal by Teagle. Teagle will take along that right side. Teagle now will look to drive down into the lane. Teagle will take it in and can't get it to go. Rebound by the Wolves underneath there. Can't tell who came out of that with a rebound. I believe that was Barnes. Come out of there with it. And it will stay with, I'm going to say it is, all right, so it is Bulldog basketball. Here comes Colmesneil back up the floor. Nice little, oh, I can't get that one. No, that's another one of those shots, just like I said tonight here. That's a good one by Taylor, and it goes up, and it just rolls out for them. They've had a bunch of those here tonight. And that's going to be a foul on the rebound. They're going to call that on Colmesneil. So it'll head back the other way here for the Wolves. The Wolves leading at 60-17 now here on your game of the night, game of the week. Friday night game of the week here in St. Augustine as the St. Augustine Wolves Going to continue their dominance here in this district as they took care of last year's district champion, Corrigan Camden, on Tuesday night. So a couple wins here tonight after this one here against Colmesneil. And it's back over to Haskins. Haskins to Renfro, and Haskins, they Teagle down in the corner. Teagle trying to drive along the baseline, throws it up underneath the Barnes. Barnes going to get up the shot, will not go. Rebound comes out finally here, and it will be Bulldog basketball as Taylor gets that rebound, brings it up the floor here for Colmesneil. Working there against Teagle out there at the half-court line. Here comes the screen, now the double team. Getting down to about 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Colmesneil said there's been no quitting these guys all night long. Aaron pass right there, and it was picked up by Teagle. Teagle will take it down, and Teagle will get the bucket onto the steal as the senior with 8 points in the ball game. And we're going to get a timeout onto the floor here for the Colmesneil Bulldogs. So with 5:02 left to play here into this ball game, we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Friday Night Basketball on Net SN.
Many of you may know Brad Ernst from his coverage of Texas high school basketball for Hoop Insider. But did you know he also saves coaches and fans thousands of dollars on their insurance? Brad has access to multiple carriers and can shop around to find you the lowest rates on your home, auto, RV, boat, and ATV insurance. Contact Brad today and talk some hoops and see how he can save you on insurance. Email him today at hoopinsider@gmail.com or call him today at 409.
All righty, folks, we're back here after the timeout, and it's Colmesneil basketball. Shot goes up, it will not go. Rebound comes out by Barnes. Barnes throws it up here to Teagle. Teagle will drop it up ahead, and Haskins taking it to the rack. Can't get it to go. Rebound won't come out by the Wolves, and it comes out here by the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will push it back up the floor. Here is Taylor. Taylor bounce pass, sends it across there to Doherty. Doherty throws it back out. Free ball on the way from Reynolds. It will not go. Rebound comes out of there by Mosby. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. And an out-of-bounds play. That's going to be a foul there against the Bulldogs of Colmesneil. And Teagle now ready to bring it in here for the Wolves. Teagle drop it off here to Renfro, and Renfro bring it up here for St. Augustine. Kick it off here to Teagle. Back up underneath. Shot will not go. Rebound comes out by Mitchell, and back on the floor now come the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will throw it up ahead here. Doherty trying to drive the lane, throws up the wild shot. It will not go. Coming out there with it is Barnes. Barnes pushes up the floor. Barnes now drop it off and gets loose. Haskins picks up the loose ball out here in the backcourt. And now the 3:45 to go. Haskins and Teagle. Teagle now all the way back out to Renfro. Renfro up underneath here to Barnes. Barnes, nice job catching Mosby, cutting through the lane, or cutting through the baseline, and for the bucket from Barnes. A nice drive. Nice dime by Barnes to Mosby. There we go. I'll get it out for too long, folks. Back up the floor now. Oh, and the Bulldogs. Oh, that got tipped away there by Teagle. So the Bulldogs will keep it there. I thought maybe just an errant pass. As George checks back into the ball game now, he's going to come in here for number 3. Oh, he's going to come in for number 3, Doherty, for the Bulldogs. 3:23 left to play, and out-of-bounds play here for the Bulldogs as Taylor gets ready to bring it in. On the inbound, George will launch for a 3, side iron. He hit one earlier and doesn't go. Back up the floor now come the Wolves here, leading it big as Renfro has it. Now send it back over to Teagle here to the right side, back to Renfro as they try to work it down up underneath. Renfro will line up for a long-range jump shot, will not go. Rebound by Mosby. Mosby has to get out of his hands, and it will be Bulldog basketball. So here come the Bulldogs back up the floor here. Oh, they get it down underneath to George. George trying to work his way in there, and he can't get it to go. Ball bounces out long. Teagle comes out with the long rebound, and he'll take it up the floor. Teagle right to the rack. Can't get it to go. Renfro with the rebound, kicking it back underneath to Barnes. Barnes now touch pass back out. Here's a 3 from Teagle. It will not go. Rebound comes back up the floor now. Here come the Bulldogs. Back up the floor now come the Wolves. Right at the rack. Can't get it to go. Teagle doesn't go. Then finally. Let's put that down. That is Teagle that got that bucket there. So back on the floor now come the Bulldogs here. Trying to work down in the lane. High off the glass, and it's too strong. It does go down, but it does hit the top of the rack there for Fasky. So with 2 minutes to go, the Wolves will get it right back here, leading it 66-17. And just looking to take time off the clock here to get out of here tonight with another victory. Don't forget to join me Monday night at the Pizzeria for the Piney Woods Area Coaches Show. We're going to talk to the West Sabine coaches and the Torino coaches coming up, and we'll get you all ready for all the other great basketball action through it. We'll be covering next week right here on NetSN for myself. For the games next week here, we will be in Shelbyville for Joaquin at Shelbyville. And then on the 19th, we'll be in Beckville for Garrison at Beckville. So that's the next 2 games coming up for us here on NetSN on your games of the week on Tuesday and Friday. There's a launch bar 3 for Taylor. It will not go. And back up the floor now come the Wolves here as Haskins brings it across the timeline now for the Wolves. We get down to a minute to play here into the ball game. And Haskins is going to hold on to it here. Trying to take some time off. Taylor keeping hands behind him here. No. On the defense, just letting him run that clock out as we get under a minute to go. As the Wolves going to come out here with another district victory here tonight. And the Colmesneil Bulldogs, like I said, they're a little short-staffed here, but they played very hard here tonight. They had their opportunities a couple times to get it even close. They stayed with them there really, really early, but they just had some shots that just didn't go down for them. So Coach got to be proud of the way his guys played here tonight, because only being able to run 6 guys through there against a very fast and physical team here in San Augustine. I think the Bulldogs did a very good job here tonight for coaching for the Colmesneil Bulldogs. So that's the way we're going to end up running this down here, as the guys are just taking it off the clock here. That one gets out of bounds with 20 seconds left. And, oh, I thought it got out of bounds, but Haskins picks up the loose ball. And the Bulldogs sticking with the defense. 10 seconds to go here as Renfro pulls it back out. And that's going to do it. It's going to be a 66-17 victory for the San Augustine Wolves here tonight in San Augustine on your game of the week, as Renfro pushes it through. And that's going to be it for this ball game here tonight, as the San Augustine Wolves get the big victory here tonight, 66-17 over the Colmesneil Bulldogs. And like I said, got to be very proud of themselves out here running a 6 men against a very tough and fast San Augustine Wolves basketball team. You know, they had opportunities a couple times here, but they played very well. Just had some offensive sets that just didn't go down, some shots that didn't go down for them. But good team, Colmesneil. They got a lot of long season ahead of them and a lot of games left. And Colmesneil's going to be right there as well. So here we are with the Wiggins Farm post-game show, and we'll get that for you, folks, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap this up as both teams win it here tonight, and 2 wins this week for the Wolves as they win in Corrigan Camden on Tuesday. Both guys and gals, and they both win tonight here against Colmesneil on their home floor tonight. We'll be back with your Wiggins Farm post-game show. That's coming up here on NetSN. Oh, hit the button right there. All right, there we go, folks. We're back here and wrapping it up on your Wiggins Farm post-game show. And a nice game here by the Wolves as they get the big win here tonight. For the Wolves, they went 1 of 15 at the three-point line. They went 5 of 10 at the charity stripe. Pretty much everybody scoring tonight. You got leading scorer all the way across is Renfro with 15, 14 for Roland, and you got 6 for Clifton, 10 for Teagle, 2 for Renfro, 4 for Malone, 6 for Mosby, and 4 for Haskins on the night. That's the scoring. And for the Colmesneil Bulldogs, they went 5 of 14 at the three-point line, 0 for 4 to the charity stripe. Fasky with 11, 3 apiece for Mitchell, and George was the scoring for the Colmesneil Bulldogs here tonight in this ball game. So good job here by the Wolves as they get both wins here tonight for both guys and the gals. So that's where we are. So just a little bit of a reminder, some of the things that are coming up for you here on NetSN, as we have other games going on right now. So you can check it out on our NetSN on the YouTube and our app. We got all kinds of games going on. Center and Kilgore going on right now. We also have a Lindell game going on there as well that's on our NetSN app. Go to our YouTube channel. You find those games that are happening here tonight after you check away from this one. So big game here and a big win for the San Augustine Wolves. They win at 66-17. The girls win at 56-8. And big wins here tonight by both teams in San Augustine. That's going to wrap it up for us here tonight, folks, from the Wiggins Farm post-game show. Good game up. Good game from the Wiggins Farm post-game show. Thanks a lot. We'll be back for our next one. What's that? It's right here. You want to check out the camera? Yeah. Mr. Mosby wants to be on the camera. So there he is. So we got him on there for you. All right, so good job there by Mosby. How many points did Mosby have? Mosby had 6 points tonight. Good game by him. All right, so that's what's going to wrap it up here tonight, folks. We're going to get out of here as it's been a crazy day. And for all those folks out there joining us here on Edison, we have great games all over the place, so check it out. Monday we'll be at the pizzeria for the Pizzeria Coaches Show, the Piney Woods Area Coaches Show. Coming up next week on the 16th, Tuesday, we'll be at Shelbyville for Joaquin at Shelbyville. Then next Friday night, Garrison at Beckville. That's going to be a good one right there. The next time we're in San Augustine will be Friday night the 26th as Torino comes to town, all righty? So there we go, folks. That's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Edison. I'm Larry Pierce for your Game of the Week here on Edison. Hope everyone has a great night. God bless America. God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you. We're out of here, folks. Bye-bye.